Thanks for staying with India Today's non-stop coverage. Indications coming in that it will be on the 9th of February, the 9th of this month, when Sasikala will be sworn in as the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. O. Selvam has tendered his resignation as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. He was a stand-in for just about 2 months. In fact, remember, it's exactly 2 months today since the death of former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha. Mr. Selvam has been a stand-in seat warmer for 2 months, and now Sasikala Natarajan, a person closer to Jayalalitha than anyone else over 3 decades, and a person who lived by her side, worked by her side for those 3 decades, is now the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. She's likely to be sworn in on the 9th of this month. I want to go across to India to senior journalist T.S. Sudhir, who continues to be with us along with our other team of reporters in Chennai, covering this breaking story that India Today had reported first over 2 weeks ago. Sudhir, you were talking a short while ago, apart from the rank and file of the AIADMK, another political dynamic that will be interesting to watch out for is the manner in which the BJP, deals with this big change in Tamil Nadu. What are you picking up? You had mentioned a short while ago that the BJP won't be very happy. This is not what they wanted.
This is definitely not what they wanted. Venkaiah Naidu, Union Minister, had made it pretty clear that they were very happy working with O. Selvam as the Chief Minister, and they were also pretty pleased with the dual power structure. In fact, Venkaiah Naidu even making a comparison with the BJP, saying that a dual power structure between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Party President Amit Shah works very well for his party, and therefore he wanted the same to be continued for the AIADMK. Also, the fact that dealing with the AIADMK, the BJP leadership wasn't too comfortable with, and they thought that with Selvam in the Chief Minister's chair, it was much more easy for them to actually remote control, for want of a better word, the governance in Tamil Nadu, have a better working relationship, as it were, with the government of Tamil Nadu. So what happens now, how the BJP reacts to this decision to bring in a change of guard, is going to be very interesting to watch. Also, the indications were pretty much there, and the most important indication was when the Lok Sabha Deputy Speaker Thambi Durai actually criticized Prime Minister Narendra Modi for not giving time to the MPs of the AIADMK and choosing to meet only Chief Minister Selvam. That was a very clear indication that the party leadership, read Sasikala Natarajan, was not very happy with all the credit, at least for the Jallikattu ordinance and subsequently the act being tabled in the Tamil Nadu Assembly, going entirely to Chief Minister Selvam, and none of the credit coming to the General Secretary of the party, Sasikala. So in that sense, all these complications have led to a rather difficult kind of a relationship, a not very smooth relationship between the BJP and the AIADMK, and how it takes from now on is going to be very, very interesting to watch.
It's going to be very interesting to watch. Each hour that follows now is going to be full of intrigue to see just how things really play out. In fact, a short while ago, Sudhir says the BJP is not going to be comfortable at all with this change at the top. That's been borne out definitely by Tamilisai Soundararajan, the chief of the BJP state unit in Tamil Nadu, who spoke to me a short while ago over the phone. Here's what she said.
Has been elected, but when they decided Srimati Sasikala will be the General Secretary of the party, I can say it is the internal party matter. Even this election, even though I say it's an internal party matter, but she is the Chief Minister of the Tamil Nadu, whole Tamil Nadu, the people of Tamil Nadu. So, why this instability and this type of sudden change in political scenario and selection will alter the development of Tamil Nadu. After the death of our Honorable Chief Minister, in the night itself, all the assembly members, they convened a meeting and they only selected OPS. Then OPS was facing the challenges and he was performing well only. Then suddenly, when Sasikala is taking over, this type of instability, the question arises in my mind, whether it is good for Tamil Nadu politics, whether it is good for the development of Tamil Nadu, why this hurry, why this hasty decisions. She could have performed as a General Secretary for a little more time, and she could have acquired this post of Chief Minister. They can say it's our internal party matter. But apart from that, as a citizen of Tamil Nadu, I can convey this message, because why this hurry? And she was not in politics. She was only helping her, but she was not she did not acquire any party post. So in this juncture, such a person acquiring the post of Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, will it be helpful to Tamil Nadu? These all questions arises in my mind.
T.S. Sudhir also spoke a short moment ago to Apsara Reddy, spokesperson of the AIADMK, because remember that the AIADMK and the ruling government have come under fierce attack from the DMK. Here's what Apsara Reddy told India Today.
How do you see, spokesperson, how do you see this change over in Tamil Nadu, ma'am?
I think the change is yet to come, because she has to accept the voice of the legislature party. But unanimously the legislature party has voted for her to be the Chief Minister. I think even our current Chief Minister, Mr. O. Paneerselvam, is firmly backing her. After Puratchi Thalavi Amma Jayalalitha, I think the only leader, strong leader, is Chinnamma, because she's observed government and governance for 32 long.
So how soon can we see the change happening?
That is the decision left up to her. I hope it will happen today, but we have to wait for her to take that call.
What change do you see happening? Because Paneerselvam was also seen as doing a good job. Was it insecurity on part of Boys Garden that Paneerselvam was getting popular and Sasikala was not getting the credit?
Not at all. I think Paneerselvam sir has administrative capabilities and his own qualities, but he himself has urged Chinnamma to take over the chief ministership mantle. We are a party of strong women, dynamic women, and I think for her, she's learned government and governance from such a strong leader like Puratchi Thalavi Amma.
But she has no administrative acumen at all.
No leader has become a great leader without opportunity. She's observed the best practices of governance from Puratchi Thalavi Amma. I think what better exposure than to learn from her.
My last question, M.K. Stalin, the DMK leader, has said that the people of Tamil Nadu did not vote in May 2016 for a household person of Jayalalitha. They voted for Jayalalitha. How would you react to that?
I hope Stalin starts making more sensible statements than taking the political discourse so low. I think he should stop hitting below the belt and focus on using some intellectual arguments to make his case. I think being a destructive opposition is proving fatal for the DMK, because they've been booted out of power even the last time. Mr. Stalin should focus on setting his own house in order and taking leadership seriously, because he is the opposition leader.
My last question, will the disproportionate assets case and the Farah case which has been reopened, will it be like a Damocles sword or on Sasikala's neck?
See, we really can't comment on anything that is sub judice, but I can tell you, like in the past, history demonstrates that every foisted case, our Chief Minister, former Chief Minister Puratchi Thalavi Amma and Chinnamma have been acquitted. So I'm 100% sure she'll come out clean and she will lead us.
Who's going to call the shots? Will it be Sasikala's family calling the shots?
Not at all. I don't think anybody's family calls the shots, right? Any leader who becomes Chief Minister is the one who calls the shots. It's a gross value judgment to make.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. So there you heard from the AIADMK spokesperson Apsara Reddy defending Sasikala's choice by the legislature party and saying that it's just a matter of time before she goes to Raj Bhavan and stakes her claim to become the next Chief Minister. But of course that will depend on when Vidyasagar Rao, the governor of Tamil Nadu, comes here to Chennai.
Akshita is live with us from Boys Garden, where Sasikala, Paneerselvam and others are still inside. Akshita, what are you hearing? Is there any information trickling out about what's going on inside? We're getting the sense that the 9th of February is likely to be the date when Sasikala will be sworn in as the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. What are you hearing from the ground?
Well, Shiv, yes, there's a lot of speculation on when exactly the swearing-in will be. 9th February is considered an auspicious day, and considering that Sasikala, just like Jayalalitha, was someone who is pretty superstitious, we could see 9th February being the date, but it's really difficult to pin down on one, because, you know, the governor is someone who has to be taken into the equation. He has to be informed. He will also choose a date that, fits him right. So all that, of course, we'll have to see in the coming days if we get any details. The sense around here at Post Garden, I've been here from morning, is that, of course, a lot more supporters are now trickling in, now that it's become finalized, really, that Sasikala Natarajan will be the next Chief Minister. And what a day, really, it's been, Shiv, as far as Chennai is concerned, as far as Tamil Nadu politics is concerned. You know, India Today from yesterday has been saying that this meeting is important, that we could be seeing a revolutionary decision that changes the face of Tamil Nadu politics, and that's exactly what's happened. I want to get in a quick word from a supporter here who's gathered here to show his support to Sasikala Natarajan.
Yes, definitely. You shouldn't call her Amma, Chinnamma. You should call her Periyamma. Why? Because she has taken care of her. She has treated her very well and she's become the CM. We are very happy to hear that. We are very proud to have her as a CM.
Do you feel she'll carry forward Jayalalitha?
Definitely. Definitely. She's too good.
So that's the sentiment here, Shiv. Once again, emotions running high. Politics here in the state of Tamil Nadu is known to be very emotional, and we're seeing that happen all over again with Sasikala Natarajan's elevation as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu here at Post Garden. The sun may be setting, but there are a lot of supporters who have gathered here, all of them shouting slogans, saying Chinnamma Varga. For them, she's not just Chinnamma, she's now the Amma of Tamil Nadu.
All right, so it's not Chinnamma, it's Periyamma, says one supporter. That's the kind of perceptual shift, perhaps, with a new leader in place. And let's never forget, Akshita, you've grown up in Chennai, I've grown up in Chennai. We know what the politics of the AIADMK has been like. It's been absolute. It's like a general and commanding an army. There are no different power centers. So if we're talking about Chinnamma Varga or Periyamma Varga right now, it is perhaps a recognition that one leader instead of two different power centers is the way the AIADMK has flourished best, and that's perhaps why it needs to continue in this manner and way. I want to bring in Sudhir back in on this because he's reported on this extensively and written about it extensively as well. Sudhir, they've been called the Mannargudi Mafia in the past as well. In the news for many unsavory reasons in the past as well as recently. How much of a problem is Sasikala's family going to be in her journey to proving herself and legitimizing her elevation as Chief Minister, Sudhir?
Well, I will recount a conversation that I was having with a senior minister in the Paneerselvam cabinet just last week, and what he told me was very interesting. He said there are 3 trees in Poise Garden at this point in time. We do not have an issue with 2 trees, and he mentioned Dr. Venkatesh and Dr. Divakaran. One of them is the brother of Sasikala, Divakaran, and Venkatesh is the nephew. But the problem only is with the 3rd tree, and that is M. Natarajan, the estranged husband of VK Sasikala. They believe that he is someone they really do not understand. They are a little apprehensive about the kind of clout that he has, about the kind of reach that he has, which they all say goes beyond Tamil Nadu's borders, cutting across party lines. So they are a little apprehensive about the kind of hold that he would have on the party and now perhaps the government if his wife becomes the Chief Minister. The Mannargudi Mafia family has been in the news for all the wrong reasons. There have been a lot of wrongdoings which have been alleged against its name. They have been accused of a lot of wrongdoing. Of course, nothing of it has really been proved. But yes, the reputation of this family is something which Sasikala will have to live with. But yes, what will be watched very closely is what steps does she take immediately within the first 2 months of taking over as Chief Minister. And as I was mentioning earlier, speculation is rife over how she will try to endear herself, 1, to the people of Tamil Nadu, and 2, to the cadre of the AIADMK.
Yes.
She has to win them over, and perhaps some kind of a big bang, big ticket populist measure could well be in the offing to ensure that she is seen as doing something which perhaps even her mentor Jayalalitha did not.
Absolutely. What could that big bang gesture really be? Is it already in the works? Do we have any indication of what that could be? Is all going to be part of what we're going to be reporting over the next few hours here on India Today. As we slip into a very short break, remember, it's just about 5:15 p.m. right now. All the way up till 11 p.m. today, we're going to have non-stop coverage of the elevation of Sasikala as the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. We're going to tell you the inside story. Sudhir and his team are going to lead our coverage from Chennai and get you the very latest. We're going to get you intelligence, guidance, insight, analysis, and forward-looking information, the very latest on what's going to happen. Because the people of Chennai, the people of Tamil Nadu need to know what's going on. Thanks for staying with India Today's live and non-stop coverage of the big elevation of Sasikala Natarajan to be the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. It was unexpected for many. There was days of speculation over whether this was actually going to take place. But as India Today told you first through our reporters, Akshita, Rohini, Akshaya and Pramod on the ground, this was the inevitable, and we've been proven right once again in our political coverage and the huge ramifications for Tamil Nadu that lie ahead. I want to go across to India Today's Akshita Nandagopal. She's been reporting live from the political epicenter of where this has all been taking place. Poise Garden, where Sasikala resides now, the former residence of ex-Chief Minister Jayalalitha. It's a very posh part of Chennai, and it's a place where many supporters will begin gathering a very short while from now. We'll go to Akshita in just a moment. She's, I'm told she's busy gathering some information for us. So we're going to give her a bit of a breather until we get back to her. But as Sasikala's elevation as Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, is now confirmed, we get you this report on her rise on the political spectrum of the state. It's an amazing story. And remember, not much of it has ever taken place in the public eye. Take a look.
For years, she was seen as Jayalalitha's shadow who stood by her through thick and thin. Such was the friendship between the two that Jayalalitha even once called Sasikala her soul sister. The relationship between the two dated back to early 1980s when Sasikala began shooting speeches of Jayalalitha, the then propaganda secretary of AIADMK. When Jayalalitha's mentor and the then Chief Minister M.G. Ramachandran died in 1987, AIADMK was thrown into a state of crisis. The party founded by MGR split into two factions. During this whole crisis, Sasikala was with Jayalalitha. She supported her and moved into Poise Garden in the late 1980s. Jayalalitha, popularly known as Amma, first became the Chief Minister in 1991, and since then Sasikala and her family became her shadow. But Sasikala Natarajan soon displeased Jayalalitha and was kept away from Poise Garden. Briefly, Sasikala was also away from Amma after the 1996 election debacle. In December 2011, Sasikala and her close relatives were expelled from the AIADMK's Executive Council. However, Sasikala was back a few months later after writing a public apology. But last year, the spotlight was back on Sasikala after Jayalalitha was hospitalized. Sasikala was one of the few people who had access to Jayalalitha in the hospital. After Jayalalitha's demise, Sasikala took the center stage and was seen standing next to Jaya's mortal remains in Chennai's Rajaji Hall, exactly the same way Jayalalitha stood next to MGR's body decades back. The visiting dignitaries, including the Prime Minister, met her and offered condolences to Sasikala. PM Modi even placed his hand over her head while consoling her. It was Sasikala who performed the last rites of Jayalalitha, clearly signalling that Tamil politics was going to shake up in the coming days. Days after Amma's death, Sasikala, popularly known as Chinnamma, took charge of the party as General Secretary. Although O. Selvam was sworn in as the Chief Minister on the day Jayalalitha passed away, but soon chorus grew that Sasikala should take over the reins of the government also. And now, Sasikala is all set to emerge as the new queen of Tamil Nadu post Amma's demise. Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, are the people of Tamil Nadu staring at greater turbulence or a degree of stability that has eluded the state for the last many weeks and months? Well, we hope that stability lies ahead in Tamil Nadu's immediate future, but there are several questions. India Today's coverage is just getting started as we slip into early prime time. At 5:30, we're going to get you more live reports and also be asking the big questions of the AIADMK. Chiefly, what is the legitimacy of a person like Sasikala taking over as Chief Minister? A person who's never fought an election or won an election What does she need to do to win the hearts and minds of the people of Tamil Nadu and prove that she deserves her position as Chief Minister? Come right back.